poo going on. On our way back to the hospital this morning, I found. Good morning, hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful day. We're back in the car and we're going today for my second opinion on things. What would you say? On things. Fine, yeah. On the delivery of this little one. A vlog went up a few days ago, I can't remember which day it was, explaining everything, so you can go back and watch those. It's very obvious which vlogs they are if you're not aware of what's going on right now. Basically, we're going today for that second opinion. The last appointment I had, I was told that I either had to have a cesarean section, an elective cesarean section, or I could try for a natural delivery and have a small procedure done with a scalpel in that region whilst I was in labour. And they were the only two options I was given. On the vlog that went live, there was a billion questions. Can you not do this? Why can't you do that? I think it's this cyst, I think it's that. And I obviously asked for everyone's opinion, so I absolutely appreciate that. Loads of people sharing the cesarean stories, the recovery stories, so I appreciate that as well. But long story short, we're going in today more prepared, right? So we're going in today to this appointment, rather than diagnosing myself before I even get in there and saying what I think it is, which is a cyst, we're going in there more open.
We're going to call it a mass.
We're just going to call it a mass, yeah, because technically that's what it is. I need an MRI and a small procedure and a small operation after I've delivered baby girl to determine what this actually is. Is it a cyst? Is it a hernia / prolapse? Where's it coming from? What is it attached to? Because right now those are all unanswered and we don't know. But today's appointment is nothing to do with that. Today's appointment is, am I okay to still give birth naturally with this? And if so, what precautions do I need to take? What do I need to do? Blah blah blah. Yeah. So we're on our way there now. How are you feeling? You're nervous, aren't you? You're more nervous than me.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have to fight today, so obviously we're in fighting spirit today. I feel like we're going to have to, I feel like it's going to, I hope that we don't get fobbed off, and I'm going to feel really angry if we get fobbed off like last time, because we definitely got fobbed off last time.
He was very dismissive at the last appointment. When I was like, you know, well, if you was to do the procedure during labour, would that not open myself and the baby and things up to infection? And he was just like, no. Anyway, we're on our way to the hospital now. We'll keep you posted. We'll let you know what they say when we come out.
That was a long time in the hospital today. I'm going to let Sarah update you on what her thoughts are and stuff. But I just thought I'd just update you just to say we're out. It's quite late in the afternoon. It's like 3:30 now. It was a long time in the hospital. But we're feeling a bit better. I'll let Sarah talk to you about that in a minute.
I mean, the options are similar, to be honest. We're still left with making a choice. But I definitely feel like we were very much listened to today. And every single concern that I had for either way were properly listened to and explained in full. And I feel like I'm more informed on making a decision. I've still got to make the decision, but I feel like I'm more informed now making a decision.
Yeah, and I feel like probably Sarah's almost there with that decision.
Yeah.
But right now,
no point talking about it right now because there's not much to fill in.
I'll let you talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Sarah, I'll give you an update when we get back home or something. But right now we're going to Tesco because we're just desperate for some sushi. It's so random.
You're so weird. Do you even love it? Or like, you get that away from that's disgusting.
I have to be in the mood to eat sushi, but right now I'm really in the mood for some California rolls.
It makes out like he's a big
dried onions all over them.
Like sushi expert, but really he just gets like the vegetarian one.
No, I don't.
I'm
not keen on like raw fish and stuff, but I am down with sushi. I love sushi, man.
What type?
California rolls.
Vegetarian.
With dried onions all over them. Oh yeah. Spicy sauce. Yes. Give me right now. So we better have some in. I'm going to be devastated. Oh my life's been made. I'm so buzzing. I walked in and I was like, I don't think they've got one here, but they do. Yeah, but look at this.
These is reduced. Oh, look at that. Chicken katsu crunch roll. $3.50.
This is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. No.
Look at that for
no.
What's that? Chicken.
It's all cooked meat ones. So good.
I'm gonna take the girls.
These are so good. Nah, them fools ain't getting onto this.
I love that.
They can what? They can wait for the tea. Isabel's already been cooking anyway, so.
She has cooked some more pasta.
Oh yeah. Right. Okay. Let's get some stuff. Okay, we're going for a little bit of a sharer thing today. California rolls sharer platter. with some chicken teriyaki bites as well.
You're so monotone.
And obviously we had to stop off for a little cheeky McDonald's Coke as well to wash it down with. Feel me? So we're going to get some soy sauce all over this.
Soy?
Give it a raz, give it a blast.
You crack me up.
And then head home, because when we get home we've got some monster chores to get done today.
Doing the film bed.
I know, you can, you're fine, you can go to bed if you want. It's all good, you've been through a lot today. Hey look, do you want this?
No, the forks.
Oh my bad. Chopsticks or forks, what are you going for?
I'll let you guess.
I'll be using chopsticks, because I'm a G.
Oh, watch Chris's white top.
Just watch me in a minute with a fork. On my fingers. And my white top's already ruined.
I told you to do that.
I'm still using chopsticks though, I'm all good. But I've ruined my top. Nice one. They look like wrinkled up toes or something. You know what I mean? They do, like, look. Don't tell me that don't look like a shriveled b or something. It looks like a cold when you're cold. What? Sorry, back.
Babe, oh stop, because you have to cut all that out now and that was funny.
Why will we?
You can't leave that in.
Of course we can.
No you can't.
Why?
You cannot leave that in.
I'll just put a parental advisory like 2 seconds before, it's
No.
fine. What is a
Babe, you can't leave that in.
Okay, if I bleeped that then you know why. Because I deemed it inappropriate, but it does kind of look like...
I just leave it as a wrinkly toe.
Alright, it does kind of look like a wrinkly toe. From the bath. A wrinkly toe. Should we try a wrinkly toe?
Oh,
I'm not sure I can eat a dumpling, I've just never been into them at all. The girls are obsessed with them, but...
They're good?
Concentrate really hard to swallow. They're not for me.
I'm full.
The texture of them is not for me at all. But you know, we can't all of everything, can we, in life, right?
It's one of them times where you don't know how to stop vlogging.
Yeah, basically.
Pardon?
We share.
Pardon?
We share.
We always share.
Okay.
Mila's saying that right now because I'm sat with some raspberries. She keeps getting right close to my face, pointing her little finger going, Mama, we always share. Are you hungry for some raspberries?
Yeah, I want it.
You like them?
Yeah, I want hold.
You wanna hold them? Are you a cheeky little Ted?
Me.
Oh, pardon? Mimi,
Yeah.
we always share.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. Well, both is it, you know.
Oh, thank you. Delicious.
I like that.
Tastes so yummy. Are you funny?
Yeah. Can I have one? Well, have one.
Give me one for Isla.
Yeah, here you go. No. Thank you, baby. It's very cute. Yeah.
Yeah, we always share.
No.
Cannot get these two out the garden. They absolutely love playing out there. It always makes me laugh seeing Mila. Jason's always got like the big ball. Mila's always got the big truck. Chris is up on the balcony. And they're always just, they're so cute watching them play together. I love it. Anyway, guys, let me move you back. Whilst I've got a minute piece, I thought I'd just go over today's appointment, basically. I'm kneeling in a raspberry because Mila dropped it on the floor. So today's appointment definitely went much better than the appointment that I had last week. It was a consultant that I saw last week, she said today. So I don't know why he signed it something different, but it's irrelevant, it makes no difference. So today I'm trying to remember everything that was said and so that I can be properly let you guys relate basically to you guys. So basically she was very thorough, she examined me straight away, she said that it's nothing she's ever seen before. So she was like, this is very rare. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. She does think it's a cyst though. So she confirmed that it's, I mean, you can't 100% confirm, but in her opinion, this is definitely a cyst. It's just an unusual location, which is what she said. And she also does think that it is coming from or connected to my urethra. So that part was confirmed today. But obviously I still need the MRI for the surgery to remove it after delivery. She said the same on the cards with the cesarean section. Like, if you want a elective cesarean section, that's absolutely fine. We can do that, no problem. She also asked if I would like my... Actually, babe. What's up? Not Chris. Don't you think it's actually quite funny that she said that she mentioned the tube tied?
Yeah.
She actually asked me, she's like, she didn't even ask, did she? She was like, so we can do this and we can tie your tubes as well whilst we're there. And I'm like, I only just thought about that. Obviously I'd not mentioned that, but I agreed. I was like, yeah, that would actually be a good idea because we're definitely done having children now. This is baby number 6 and the plan was for Chris to get the procedure done. But whilst you're there, if I go for the cesarean, then it kind of makes sense to just tie my tubes, basically. Which she said is not a problem with an elective cesarean section. So they'll be able to do that as well. So that's another positive. She said that in her opinion, she thinks that I am 80% chance able to give birth naturally without any intervention. So no procedure. And she said there's just no way that, in her opinion, she'd want to do a procedure during labour either. So I'm so glad I got that second opinion and didn't go in with those on my notes saying you need to try and scalpel it during labour, because obviously that is just not something I was happy about having done. I've got stretching pains right now, so it's really uncomfortable for me to get comfy. So that's really good and I'm super duper glad about that. She answered all of my questions and she said that there is a chance that during labour the cyst could rupture, and in her opinion, from what she knows, it wouldn't be an issue if that happened. She said there is a small chance of bleeding, but in her opinion, it's not a big risk. It's not a big risk, she said. So I can go into labour naturally. And then she said that when I go into labour, the midwives will probably, when they go to examine you, they're probably going to see this and be like, well, what's this? What's going on? And they'll probably even want to get a doctor to come down and have a look as well. And then they'll look at your notes and see that I've seen you and said that, in my opinion, you're still okay to deliver, and a few other things like that. So in her opinion, she thinks I'm 80% chance able to deliver naturally without any sort of intervention. And that's it, basically. So I'm still in the same position as in I need to decide then, what do I need to do? She actually wanted a decision there and then, but I just said there's a lot to take in. Do you mind if I have like 10 minutes with my husband to chat through it? There was a midwife in with me as well, who was actually really nice and really like making sure I was happy and is it clear enough? And I didn't trumpet me. It was my foot on the floor. It's my foot on the floor. Listen.
Right.
I mean, that would be a pretty cool party trick if I could do that on demand.
No.
Anyway, she said, it was really good. It was really informative. And I didn't feel like I was being dismissed for anything I asked, which is good. I'm pretty sure I've made up my mind on what I'm going for. I don't know if I should share that, but why not? There's not really any reason to keep it a secret. It's not really a secret. I've got until tomorrow, basically. She said, I feel like my midwife, they both went out. I spoke to Chris for like a few minutes and then my midwife came back in and she said, do you want to go over some stuff with me? Went over some stuff with her and she said, I think you need to sleep and I think you need to go home and just not worry about it. You're back in here tomorrow anyway for a growth scan. Give us your answer then. Me and Chris had a long chat in the car about the pros and cons to both. And I think my mind's made up. I will tell you because there's no reason in keeping it a secret. I think I'm 90% sure I'm going to go for the elective cesarean. and that might shock so many of you. It shocked me because last week I was 100% against a cesarean. I didn't want one at all, by no means. And I don't really know what's changed my mind. I think it's because I am genuinely exhausted worrying about it. I'm just sick of thinking about it, worrying about it, having it on my mind. I feel like I need to take a bit of control back and just have peace of mind and have a plan in place. And even though the doctor was like, I'm 80% sure you'll be fine, which is a very high, obviously, there's still that uncertainty for me. There's still the chance of rupture, there's still the chance of bleeding, there's still that chance, you know? And I just don't feel like I can worry about this anymore. And when I thought about saying I'm just going to try because her other option was an induction. Like, they don't want me to go to my full date. She said either a cesarean or an induction. I really need to, let me move. Sorry, I'm just literally wiggling all over the place trying to film this. And now I've suddenly got out of breath, but I'm just having stretching pain, so I'm really uncomfortable sitting on the floor, and I don't want to kneel in that raspberry, I need to clean it up. But yeah, I just don't want the uncertainty, long story short. I don't want to, and I feel kind of sad, I'm kind of mourning the fact that I won't have a natural delivery. But at the same time, I feel better knowing that there's a plan in place, and that me and Chris will be able to have a good night's sleep, hopefully, get up the next morning and go and meet our baby girl. And I'm not going into this lightly. I don't want anyone thinking, oh, you're just taking the easy option, because it's probably not the easy option. And I'm not under any illusion that this is the easy option either. But I just feel like this might be the best option for me this time. And I don't want to go into spontaneous labour and have that extra worry. Is everything okay? Doctors coming down, loads of intervention, loads of people looking at me and prodding, and it just... And then the worry of like, well, what if, you know, what if that 20% and I end up having to have an emergency cesarean? They wouldn't be able to tie my tubes and it would be a much more stressful experience. I've spoke to the girls about it and they all think I should go for the cesarean, and I think that's what we're going to go for. If by chance I was to go into labour before the cesarean date, then I think I'd try to deliver naturally. I wouldn't like be rushing and being like, I need a cesarean right now, an emergency one. No, I think I'd try and give birth naturally if I went into labour before then. So that's it. That's decision made, I think. I kind of feel like I've got a little bit of control back. I've got a bit of certainty and the worry's not going to be as bad. I'm not going into labour already panicking about the labour. I'm not having the labour I want anyway. Like, my idea was like, you know, as natural as possible, a water birth, as little intervention as possible. I'm not having that. I need to get over that fact. Like, I know I'm not having that anyway, either way. So I feel like after all the worry, I don't want to continue worrying for the next couple of weeks about how things are going to go, basically. And I feel like a cesarean, I understand that the recovery will be longer, but I was saying, like, it's, you know, I've got the girls at home, I've got Chris at home. It's not like Chris is, you know, going straight back to work or anything like that. We're all at home together. Maybe my mind will change again by tomorrow. I don't know. It's a very weird situation to be in, mainly because I've never been in it before. And what I was expecting for my birth is now the complete opposite. But right now, I feel like taking control and just having that reassurance. And also, so many of you guys have told me, and I know it's personal to each person, but so many people have told me, like, it was nowhere near as bad as you were expecting. You were up and, you know, feeling your normal self after 3 weeks. And also, like, I was like, I'm really worried, like, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I'm just going to be sat. And I was like, yeah, but what are you planning on doing in the first few weeks of your baby's birth anyway? Surely for the first 3 weeks, you are just sat breastfeeding. And I'm like, yeah, I am. That's true, I am just sat. So it's not really going to, I mean, I'm not saying that lightly. I know it will be a bit different. But that's where my mind's at right now. The decision has been made by tomorrow. I've got a growth scan tomorrow. We'll give the final answer then. But What do you need for cesareans, guys? Comment down below what's some cesarean essentials. I said to Crystal, I need to repack my hospital bag. I'm like, no, surely not. And I'm like, yeah, but I've got like spritz for bits. I'm not going to need that now. Well, I need to take more pyjama. I need to think more about like my pyjamas that I've got. Are they high-waisted? Because obviously I don't want anything over the scar. My underwear I'm going to have to change because I don't want anything over the scar. I'm probably going to be in hospital for 2 days maybe. So maybe I need to pack more. I don't know. I don't even know. What is there anything that's an essential that you're supposed to take when you're having a cesarean? I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Okay guys, so I thought I would end tonight's vlog. My face looks so red. I've just been running around with Mila and Jace. Don't really know what's going on. But I've been asked a lot recently about book recommendations, so I'm going to give you some. First of all, I was talking about this series on my Instagram the other day, and it is such a good series. You have to read this. Like, it's amazing. I got all 4 books, super happy about it, absolutely loved it. And down here, these are like my little cutesy romance books. This book is so good. I just recently recommended one of my friends to read this and she absolutely loved it. And of course the Twisted series, so good. I also have a lot of books on here, as you can tell, but this Shatter Me series, I read this a long time ago, but it was always like, it was kind of the first book that I read that really got me into this genre of reading, and it's super cool. Although I'm really sad because I'm missing the book Ignite Me. I'm not too sure where it's gone. Like, it's just disappeared into thin air, but such a good series. Also, these are the novellas. These aren't like the books. These are the book series novellas. I hope that was at least semi-helpful to some beginner readers or just readers that wanted recommendations. I was thinking of doing a book recommendation video, and at first I was a little hesitant to do it because I was like, I don't know if people are going to like it, I don't know if it's going to be interesting. But after the other day when I did a story about a book, I literally got about 200 DMs of people saying, do a book recommendation, please do book recommendations, I really want to see it. So I think I'm going to do it now. I'm very excited. I want to film a video. It's going to be cool. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching today's video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5 PM. Good night, guys. Mwah.